Banners. Okay. Now I'm just waiting for Tribe to get back in here. I gotta go share the new one.
Got it.
That's not the new one.
I
I didn't do a countdown on it.
Oh, you didn't?
Oh.
Got it.
Send invite. Facebook. All right, let me share this. We are back. Share. What's good, y'all? Let me get Tribe back in here at the stage. All right. Okay, we are back. We are back.
You good?
How did I know Fred was gonna end this?
You knew that? That's why I was just laughing. I was like, dude. That's all right. Hey, that's all
So
right.
next time, if he wants to pop in like that,
We need to remind them.
yeah, remind him, but also just send him the invite, because only people with the invite can come in the stream. His popping in straight through StreamYard, so it's
Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure I do that next time.
again, but we didn't know he was popping in, so
Yeah. It was a nice little pop in. Then we had everybody. That's cool as fuck that we can do that. And I was seeing when I was loading it in, Tribe, we can have 10 people on the stage.
yeah, we could have up to 10 people. It's almost like the Zoom, but
Hell yeah.
but yeah, so back to like radio play, as a you think artists should consider a few radio play songs so people can hear and get to know the artists.
Yeah, I think when it comes to a radio play, it's radio play is complicated. Is just can be complicated, I guess, because like if you want to be an artist and still like remain like you're like true to your artist, you're like your art. Radio play can kind of make you differentiate from that.
But you still might need to differentiate a little bit to help get Tribe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that following or whatever, because
yeah,
the radio has
to build an audience.
Right.
And,
I think
and what when I was on the radio and I tried to have people submit music to play their music on the radio, a lot of them wasn't radio play worthy, and I just kept telling them, you got to do this. I'm not a hip hop art, or yeah,
right.
artist, but I kind of have an ear and know what kind of
Right.
to look for, and a lot of people didn't want to take that advice and just kept submitting music, and I'm like, I can't play that, and I was a hater for not playing their music because
Right.
it wasn't.
Well, I think especially early in your career, it is important to get radio play sounding songs, or radio quality, and then stuff that is going to be able to play on radio with in terms of like limiting some of like what you can talk about. Because if you aren't getting on, or if you're never getting played, you're never gonna go anywhere with your music. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's huge. That's huge. That's less streaming services are a little bit different now because of technology, but still people still listen to the radio,
A lot of people. How many is it? Like an hour, Tribe? Because I know you.
It depends on the show and all that and what station. You
But
but
I think go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think that like I think that the radio play is kind of like it's almost like a standard, like a basic standard that you should meet in terms of like where your music is, that they've just kind of set. So if you can get radio play, you know that you've got good enough quality, you've got good enough quality of music, and you've got good enough performance, or like a good enough sound that the dude in the radio station's like, hell yeah, I can play that. You know what I mean? Because if he can play that, then you know that other people are going to listen to it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the way I see it. Is like if you can get radio play song, you're doing it right.
Okay. So you're halfway into your career and you know, people are familiar with your songs because you have the radio play and you just keep, and then you do performances. You think you should do the whole performance, a whole show with new material, or material where someone is familiar with your music?
Yes, I think that's important, and then do like a mix of like the stuff that isn't getting played as much, or isn't, or that isn't the radio play stuff, because then they get a taste of both worlds. You know, you're gonna have the stuff that everybody knows, and then you're gonna have some music that nobody's ever really even listened to. And sometimes those are gonna be the songs that really people really like resonate with. You know what I mean?
Correct, and I feel the same way. You know, that there's a few that go out there and just all brand new material, and like,
People can't sing along.
yeah, I can't vibe to it. They can vibe to it, but not they're not familiar with what it is, and you know,
Right.
and that's why you gotta, you know, do your stuff, your older stuff, and then introduce one or two songs.
Right, right. And the thing is that your older stuff is still new to a lot of ears. And so, yeah, you're going to have some people that know it, but that's awesome because it's familiar. And then people are going to learn it more quickly because everybody else around them is singing it or whatever. And they're like, oh, okay. So I think that's definitely an important factor.
So here's a big thing Tribe and I like to ask almost every guest. Performance wise, what do you think about backing tracks?
So this is, there's everybody's got their opinion. So for me as an artist, I've used backing tracks, but when I'm using backing tracks, it's usually going to be for like the chorus, and then I'm going to have like emphasis. For the most part, I want to make sure that I'm giving you the most live version that I can. And sometimes, like if I'm doing a new song that maybe I'm not 100% like familiar with, I might have like a low level of on my verse like as a backing, just so if I fuck up and then I can catch up with where it is because I can hear it just a little bit. You know what I mean? I think that's all right. I just, when it comes to a live performance, if I go to a live show and I hear you playing your CD over it, I fucking would go buy your CD in the store if I wanted to pay for that. I'm not going to pay it 60, I'm not going to go to a live show to listen to your CD,
Yeah.
I go for a live performance. So that's kind of where I stand on that.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, I paid for a live performance, not you know, a lip sync contest or whatnot.
Right.
Karaoke night.
Exactly. And like,
but still, karaoke, you are saying the words, so it's more of a lip syncing. You know,
right. And I think another thing is that when you're doing a live performance over your CD or whatever, full vocals, like produced CD, the thing is that that's been mixed and mastered and has a sound that isn't going to match anything that, like, you're not going to really be able to match that like in a live venue. In terms of like your microphone, you could get close, but then you can really tell, and it kind of kills the sound of the rest of the set because it doesn't blend well. And so that's why that's a part of the reason I like to do a live vocal, or try to be as live with it as possible with just minimal backing, except for like the hook. Hook, that's so I can catch my breath. You know what I mean?
No, definitely.
Oh, and I agree 100%. You know, it's okay to throw your dubs in there just so you're able to take a breath when you're performing, but not just you're again playing your CD.
Right. Like one thing that I've seen a few different artists, and like I've even seen some bigger artists that I performed with that like literally they would like say every other bar, and then they had their CD it was like an ad lib or whatever, but they'd have the words go for them, and I'm like, wow, dude, I thought you were a better artist. Like, and I don't mean that like as talking.
I thought
shit.
You could rap.
Yeah. And it was like an artist that like I'd been following for a hot minute, and I'm just like, dude, what? Get out of here.
We got a question, guys. Are you guys registering your songs with BMI ASCAP, Song Trust, or Sound Exchange? Sorry for the off-topic question. There are no off-topic questions in this
Hell
motherfucking
no, yeah, I
in
love
this
those
motherfucking
questions.
show, guys. That's a good question. Bubba. Let's see. Are you? I'm not. I can tell you that.
I
right now.
register any song that I release on major platforms with ASCAP.
You do?
Yep.
Damn, that's a lot of work.
It is like, and so like we were talking about the process of properly releasing music. There's a lot that goes into it, and like that's what I'm just trying to nail down. I've kind of got that all. Once you've done it and familiarize it, it's not as bad.
Right.
But like there's a process to all of it, and
I just
then
never done it because I got scared when I looked at the fucking.
it's worth it though, because now like I get a quarterly check whenever off of my royalties,
Mm,
and it just stacks up slowly but surely. It's, hopefully that just keeps on, those numbers just keep on going up,
right.
That's the goal. So yeah, definitely want to register all your music, man. It's worth it. Then if somebody tries to use your shit, they go out and send them a cease and desist like that. They take care of you. Then they've got a lot of different benefits that you can use for like touring and shit.
Right.
Discounts on equipment. It's crazy. You should definitely look into it more.
Yeah, Idio did that to us when we played the Vibe on the Vibe show.
He got you guys in trouble.
Crack that shit up.
He's like, stop playing my shit. You guys are overplaying it.
Love it. That's funny.
Tribe, what are you doing this weekend, man?
Relaxing. Gonna get ready. Probably go swimming.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
I feel
probably
like you guys swim a lot.
Oh, we do. We like being out in the sun, but I don't think I'll be able to touch the water. Because I just got another tat on my back, so
Ooh.
Which one was it?
I got Dre this time.
So how many is that now? 4 that you got?
Yeah, I got 4.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
If anyone out there needs some like good quality like portraits here in Billings, Cooper at Living Canvases, he puts it down. I'm amazed by how good and spot on the artists look.
Right.
Yeah.
No, they're good tattoos if you haven't seen them yet.
I've seen some of his work. I saw so I went to a tattoo convention. That's where I got like the beginnings of my microphone and my roses, and I saw some of his work at the tattoo convention, and it was phenomenal. It was crazy. Like it blows my mind how you can just draw.
You and Tribe both have fire ass tattoos. You can't even fucking see mine most of the time because I darken up like a bitch in the summer.
I thought that was his tan. I was like, is that a tattoo or are you just like really black? He's like both.
He had black spots all over his body.
Dude, my mom likes my tattoos because she can't see them. Is what she told me.
That's hilarious.
My dog, I got
start
some.
tattooing you in white.
Dude, Chris and my other new tattoo artist, Michael, said that they're gonna have to start using white because they didn't realize I got this dark in the summer. Like you've seen me, Tribe, in the winter.
Yeah.
I'm yellow. I'm not.
Yeah. For real.
Fucking mess. He said, "Show it, LOL." Oh, Tribe, show yours. I think is what he was saying, not mine.
I'll see if I can.
Oh, beautiful.
I have
Dude, you know what's crazy? Did you see Tribe's? It was the last year at this exact time. Dude, he posted. It looks so different. Holy shit, that's a big one.
Hell yeah.
Ugh, painful. No wonder you're feeling under the weather.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
But yeah, so then Biggie and I'm doing Eazy-E, not Eminem. So
dude, that's sick.
On the other side.
Yeah, you got to do Eazy-E. He's the one that started that shit.
Hell yeah.
Did Cooper do all those?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, he's doing my whole back.
But man, that's nuts, bro. That's so cool.
Tribe, those pictures were insane. The year ago, it was.
Oh yeah, the before and after.
Oh my god.
I was a fucking butterball turkey last year, fucking round and
You're looking good, and you always make that motherfucking mean mug when you take your picture. So the difference was crazy.
It's not a mean mug. That's just how I normally just my straight on face, and
This
you
guy's
know
got resting
eh,
bitch face.
Yeah.
you know uh I get people always like, why you mean mugging? Are you always? But that's just my normal look.
No try
You
by
know,
no giving you shit. It's just funny when you take pictures.
it's like this is my happy face.
This is my happy face. Bubba said ink flu is a real thing. I don't think Tribe has ink flu. I think he's just getting some rest today. But
Oh no,
I'm a
you
bitch.
know,
Every time I get tattoos, swell up. I get sick for days.
um,
The worst one was my neck. That was the only time
That
I
was
got
my
sick.
easiest one.
I got sick. Yeah,
What were you saying, Tribe?
oh, no, last week I was at a funeral, and just being just busy all week, and this hot weather kind of just like, I need a
The hot weather is a bitch, huh?
yeah, I just need to chill out for a weekend.
And condolences too. I didn't know if we were bringing that up on live, but
Oh
condolences.
no, it's all good. It was just it's my uncle, where I was named after, so
Mm.
and then I had to be part of it. They had to be me a pallbearer and all that, and I didn't want to, and blah blah blah. So
Yeah, so it's time to take some time to yourself and the family.
oh yeah, and but
You just don't do funerals.
yeah, I after the loss of like my son, I don't really do funerals a lot, so it's like But it was a little good little vacay too, get away. If you guys haven't been to Glacier, you guys need to. The water slides up there, and just cliff jumping off of
What?
Yeah, I saw those videos. Who was that jumped after you? Was that?
uh, my son, Matai.
See, I knew it was one of the younger ones because I was like, that's not King or Prince.
No, it was Matai. He usually jumps. This is the second year we've been there jumping off. It's mountain water, so it's
He sent that shit.
ice cold. Yeah,
He sent that shit.
yeah. So, but yeah, and so, if you guys haven't anybody been to Glacier, Glacier is
Where's it
you
at?
Yep,
Glacier.
that's what he
Glacier
said.
National Park or what?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, bet.
Like it was going to the Sun Road.
The water is blue.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's beautiful.
Like the bluest water ever.
Oh,
yeah, it's
I'm
dope. So,
colorblind, but that's beautiful.
but yeah,
This nigga's struggling. Hold on.
It was falling off, bro.
Oh, did you get it?
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure
He
it wasn't falling
said,
off on you.
Austin said, Bubba said, let's be honest. This is like calling off for work, but still showing up. I know. Trav had me all fucking freaked out this morning because you guys don't. Well, I guess you guys do know. I have a hard time.
yeah,
talking, so.
but Bubba, it's different when you have to drive almost 30 minutes out of your way to go
Yeah.
to the podcast.
The new building we were looking at is more in between us. So
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
When are you guys looking at getting that?
we're working on building our brand, getting our sponsors up and stuff, and more of that kind of business stuff before we start, spending every month.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, because right now we have a few sponsorships. Shout out to Craig Hensel Law. That's Hill's attorney go right now as we go through the situation she's dealing with, and then coming on board is Michael Uphughes,
Yep, Dr. Mike Upuse.
Oh,
Doctor. So yeah, but we just got to keep that steady sponsorship
I
coming.
got a couple artists too now that are about to lock in. They just got to get payments in. And
Hell yeah,
you know who they are. It's our regulars. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But and that will help us grow bigger, better, and also us pushing our sponsorships.
yep.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah. So things are coming along. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
exciting. That's
it's
exciting.
coming along.
You know, it's a few bumpy roads when we started, but you know, we came a long ways right now from what 3-4 months ago.
Yep. Yeah. Pretty much.
When we first started, and you know, shout out to Jason. He's in the chats.
Big shout
He he gave us a spot, to
out.
use.
Odd.
Yeah, I
So
was gonna say I've been watching and noticing the changes. I'm like, all right. Oh yeah.
Gradually. And that's why I was saying when we get a spot, we're gonna have to get a computer try because this shit looks so much better now. So smooth.
Yeah.
Sounds clear.
yeah, it don't look like a native with 2 black dots.
2 black dogs. Motherfucker. I say that like a white man, motherfucker.
Motherfucker, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Idio, you're always welcome to come on whenever you're in town. Uh, your music is fire.
Most definitely fire.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it just keeps evolving, like getting better and better each time. I'm just like,
I mean, that's the goal. Is like I'm just trying to keep on getting it to a point where you just keep growing with it, and I think I'm kind of getting to a point with my music where I'm happy with the
And
sound.
don't take that lightly when Tribe says that because he has been helping me a lot with my music and my sound lately
yeah.
and fixing up what can be better. So
Yeah, I appreciate.
he says he sees that progression. That's a big.
and it's just like that the artist we did the yay or nay. We gave him our opinions, our feedback, and he
Right.
took it as hate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and like that's the thing is like
We'll play it again, Dan.
It took me a long time to get to a point where if somebody has something negative to say about my music, that I didn't like. It was hard to accept that, and especially because you're just like, well, like what the fuck do you know? Like are you doing this? You can come watch. You know what I mean? Like I don't go up to a doctor and tell a doctor how to do heart surgery. So I get that, but at the same time, you have to have an open mind and be able to accept some, especially
but-
people that do music.
But again, with going to a doctor to tell him to do heart surgery, the doctor went through so much schooling to get there. As artists, some of them just like, oh, I could rap and then put out a song and it sounds trash.
Right.
So you really can't compare the to two different,
I can see that. I was just talking about the mindset. No, I completely agree.
But do you wait? Hold up. What up, Dan? Danielle. Danielle's in chat.
Daddy Dan. That's what I was answering. I said we'll play that song at the end of the stream.
Hell yeah.
But do you think artists should perfect their craft before they they
and
they put it out for people to listen to?
Well, yeah, and the only way that you're gonna perfect your craft is failing. Because you're only going to gain the experience from failure. If you never fail, you're never going to progress. And so you're going to have to learn to accept criticism on things that maybe you're failing miserably at. And you just like, if it hits a sore spot, there's probably a reason for that. And you need to look at that and think about, all right, why am I getting mad that he said that about my music? And then take a look at that, fix it.
I think I agree with Samantha on this one, boys.
The only way to get better is to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it sucks. Yeah, but again, like the artist I had under me when I first started out, Speechless. Speechless, Idio.
Okay.
And I've heard his stuff from Jesse.
Yeah, do you remember Speechless?
I don't know. I don't know if I do.
Derek covers up.
Maybe. I mean, he obviously didn't stick that well in my head.
Yeah. Before he passed away, he wouldn't, he would be in the studio doing song. We would do one song, and then like a couple weeks later, he's like, "Scrap that. Let's redo it."
Was he part of Poetic Intelligence, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I know exactly who you're talking about. Oh, I bet. Yeah.
The big native dude. But he wouldn't show people his music until it felt right to, even performing it. even if he said one word different, he would scrap it and re-record the whole thing.
So then, what do you think about this? He's Bubba said, if you feel the itch to upload something that's not perfect, just throw it up on SoundCloud.
Yeah, I do that. I've done that.
Yeah, but you know, I say practice. You know, like your breath and like the timing and all of that, rather than just jumping on the beat, sounding off key, off. You know, the timing is different.
So like even when in my recording process, for a long time, the only way that I would like really get a song recorded is if I would do the whole verse. I would only do the full verse in one take. If I couldn't nail it in one take, I'd like do that. And which really slowed down the process of yeah, exactly. It really slowed down the process of ever getting anything done. But I had that mindset of this has to sound exactly perfect. And so if it didn't, so now I take the process of the punching, and do that till I get this exact sound of what I want that verse to do. And then I'll practice it over and over and over again. And then I'll lay it down. And it just sounds way better that way. But the whole efficiency aspect of it is where I had to change it up because yeah, dude, you want your shit to sound fucking precise.
Right.
So I understand that.
So okay, punching in. What's your view on like punching in? You know, because I recorded people where they were only to be able to do 4 bars, stop.
I
then
do
come
1 bar,
back
tribe.
in, another
I
4.
do
then
1 bar, tribe.
What's that?
Unless I'm really into it, I do 1 bar.
But you know, I recorded people where are even 2 bars and then 2 is like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All of my studio sessions, even with a lot of artists too, look fucking dumb because it's 100 something recordings. But yeah, I punch every bar, not every 2 bar, not every 4, every single bar.
So now when it comes to that, as for me as an audio engineer, and I just try to make it easier on myself, is sometimes you're not going to get, especially with like the sound control of like where you're at with your mic and everything. When you're punching in, you're going to get different sounds and different acoustics. So this take might sound a little bit different. It might be perfect vocalization and everything, perfect performance of it and execution, but it could sound just a little bit different because you're off on the mic a little bit different. So then you have
and
to
the cadence might be a little different on each.
Right. And so with that, it just makes a lot more work in the long run as the audio engineer, because you got to go in and
it's a
fix
lot of
out
work.
the fades, the cross fades. So for me, that's one reason I try to do, maybe 8 bar takes or try to minimize the amount of takes that I do, so I can get the cleanest sound. And then it just saves the mixing process for me because that can be a bitch. Let's be honest.
I agree. You know, it was in the older recordings I've done. You know, the you could tell like the sound of their voice and it was just like they wanted it out, and I'm like, ah, man. So it took me longer to mix shit up when they punched in every.
So how long do you guys think it should take to mix a song? Mix and master to your final product.
So for me, I mean, go ahead, Tribe.
It all depends. As long as it takes to sound perfect, you don't want to be like, okay, 3 hours, I'm gonna get this done, and it sounds off a little bit. I always did the car test. Mix it, put it in the car, listen to it in the
Phone
car.
test. Yep.
But I mean, me, it was just as long as it took. I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but I had to if I wanted it to sound perfect.
Because I've always heard from not from artists, because artists love how I do, but from a lot of people that are, maybe radio hosts, not necessarily just you, Tribe, but other people, and they say spend a few days on a song, not just straight up mixing, but sitting on it, listening to it, fixing up the little things. A lot of my artists are expecting an edit in 30 minutes,
That's great.
Yeah, and and
which I can do, but it's not going to sound like if we spent a couple sessions at least coming back to listen.
and I started the same way with graphics. I would give someone like a turnaround time really quick, and when I got bigger, I couldn't do that anymore because I had so much projects I'm working on, and couldn't the turnaround time couldn't be as quick as
Can't be.
before.
Yeah.
So
So like fortunately for me, I have the ability to do a lot of it on my own, and then I can always defer to Prince. When
I think I've only the recent stuff I've done. You've only been sending it to me for finals.
Yeah, for the most part now. And so for me, I just kind of grasped this new concept of when it comes to my mixes is I heard this saying that like your rough mix is usually your best mix. And and the reason I say that is because for a long time I found myself
and he's saying mix to our viewers, not master, because it's a lot different when you master it.
Yeah. And so like for me, a lot of the times I would get to a point where I would spend too long on a mix and I would over mix it. So now
I used to do that too. I'm sure Tribe did too.
Yep.
I think every audio engineer goes through that.
And it's just you learn that like I just spent 3 fucking days on this song and now it sounds like shit.
There's too much going on. It's too hard to grasp.
And so like one thing is I learned as well is like as you're listening, especially if you mix with headphones, which you shouldn't mix with headphones, but sometimes I do. You lose different frequencies. Yep. So you have to take at least a day and go listen to it the next day after you mix it and see what needs to be fixed, because you're not going to hear all that by the end of your mixing session. So basically I take maybe a couple hours to mix down a song and get it to, and I'll just take it to a rough mix essentially.
All right, I got a question since you were saying the headphones things. I want to know both of your guys' thoughts, since we're all audio engineers and masters in here.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the open back speakers or closed speakers?
I have open back.
You have open back
like that?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure. I haven't used anything other.
You haven't used anything other?
Yeah.
Dude, I saw closed back gives you better acoustics, but I've never been able to afford them.
Huh.
Repeat that. Sorry.
Your thoughts on open back or closed back speakers?
I'm not really that versatile in all of that, so
because none of us can afford them.
Yeah, no, I bet Tribe could afford them. Okay. He definitely could. But
I can.
Yeah.
You say he can't. No, Tribe. My
yeah. I'm
yeah, I have open backs too. I didn't even. When you asked me that, I was like,
Dude, they're the acoustic speakers. I need to get some soon, though.
Yeah, you said that. I was like, and then I was like, well, that's probably why I've never used them.
I'm not going to drop 4 bands on it right now.
That's crazy.
But that's how a lot of people kind of fail, is because they spend a lot of money on equipment
and they don't know how to use anything.
Right.
And and it's just like they ain't getting they jump into it like, yeah, I'm gonna become this big engineer, and no one comes to them because they still have to get that money back, charge X amount to get that money back to.
Right. And they're still learning how to use the things properly, because you got to learn it, and that's a process in itself.
A big thing I heard when I watched the Full Sail master classes on YouTube when they put them out, and Leslie Breathwaite, he is Beyonce's producer and a few of them engineers. The big thing he said is you should be able to mix just as well on stock plugins as any of the plugins you buy. The reason you buy those expensive plugins and stuff is for ease of use.
Yeah, and efficiency.
They're a little bit faster.
Exactly. Yep.
But that's where I realized I needed to slow down because I have thousands of plugins now. I needed to stop fucking buying everything that I saw, and I needed to focus on what I have.
Yeah, it's hard not to, man. I mean, I get it. I have to slow my roll once in a while. I'll get into one of those stores online where you can order stuff and then just like set up a payment plan. And I'm like, ooh,
That's
I
what
can
he
get
was
this, I
just
can get
saying.
this, I can get this. And then I'm like,
I think all
do
of
I
us
need
use
this?
Sweetwater pretty exclusively, unless I know Tribe uses some like to get refurbished stuff, which
Yeah.
wouldn't be from Sweetwater, but I think we all use Sweetwater, Bubba. I think all
Yeah,
consistents do.
but you know,
There's a couple.
don't get me started with the payment plan shit.
It's the shit, man. I love it.
He'll gets in trouble for me all the time because it's like there's a new payment coming out under a different name, and I'm like, what's up? She's like, oh, I order clothes.
Under a different name.
No,
crazy.
but a different, different. Yeah, like
Oh,
other. I'm like,
I thought you said she was trying to trick you.
no, she's using different apps and stuff, and I'm like,
Dude, yeah, all those will get you, especially when they start building up. That's why I can't do the payment plan stuff, Bubba. I can't do it.
Yeah, I had to downsize my subscription list because I was playing catch up for a couple months here. It would be when I moved.
Sebastian said you could spend thousands of dollars on interface, audio monitors, compressors, EQs, ETA. Oh, I think he meant etc. But it's not going to make you mix like Dave Pensada.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's true.
exactly. Yeah.
Money doesn't buy talent, or money doesn't buy hard work. You got to fucking put in a lot of time. We had Chevy Walker on 2 weeks ago, right? He's learning how to engineer right now, and
Yeah.
that's the big thing he's been talking about. Is it's super complicated once you
process, it's
start, but
process.
once you get going, it starts getting smoother.
Right.
And
It's
that's
just
what I keep telling him.
learning the basics, and once you kind of learn the ins and outs of each processor or unit or whatever, then once you got it down, it's good. And then you save your presets, you start saving things.
I have millions of presets. I'm sure you do too.
That's one thing that I just recently started finally getting into is like saving my shit. So then I can just come back, open up a preset file, and my project's basically ready to go.
So now we're on presets. How do you guys use your presets? Do you just put your preset on and call it good, or are you tweaking each tool individually after you put your preset on?
So I'm gonna tweak it based off the mix. So if I
Good
have,
shit.
because like certain songs, if I get like from a different producer, they're all acoustically different, no matter
Yes.
what. So you have to mix your vocals to that beat to make it sound good. And so yeah, you might start with your presets, but you're gonna have to tweak EQ, some things here and there. It's just you have to, or you can't just have a one size fits all type thing, you know?
Yeah.
and when I did those, I never had presets. I'll do it, man.
Always edit from scratch.
Yeah, because I never did this. Always, the only person I did was Marcus. I did his whole album, but most people it was, the songs were all different. It wasn't all the same type of music.
Right.
Trying to have a preset and then just go off of that, it was kind of hard. So I would always just start from scratch. And
See, and I think another thing with presets too, as an artist, if some artists do a lot of different styles. Like I kind of have a wide versatility. Like I do a lot of different
Yeah,
styles.
I got 6 different presets for you.
Yeah, right. So I was gonna say is like having preset, like only a few presets, is gonna do you good. But like with somebody that has a bunch of different styles, you're gonna have to constantly flip it up. But now that's why I'm like, as an artist, I'm trying to kind of solidify like one solid sound. And so that's the point of the presets, is so I can get to that sound, and then everything's just set.
Hey Jackie, we love you. Big shout out to Jackie. She also helped us when we were starting our podcast. For
Hell
those
yeah.
of you that
Shout
know.
out Jackie.
yeah, Jackie, I still need to hit you up. I need those the Mitra 9s, so I need my Kava.
This nigga Tribe over here sipping kava. Did I tell you when he came to we had a party for our show, and Tribe pulls up to the fucking bar with kava, and that's what he's fucking drinking
Oh,
while we were
yeah.
all drinking.
I tried kava for like the first time. I think it was like a year ago, and
I
it's
tried it for the first time with Tribe.
yeah,
the show.
it's legit. It's legit.
I don't know about legit. It fucking numbed my mouth.
It you know, it's it helps, me with being around other people that's drinking alcohol. A couple days ago I hit that 5 year mark of alcohol free.
Congratulations!
Oh, yeah,
I
man.
can't believe that spaced my mind when
That's
you got
awesome.
in here.
And finding kava and kratom, it really helped out. And it takes away that anxiety,
Right.
because
Tribe is around Fred and I. We're drinking.
Yeah.
because being around a lot of people, I get really anxious and that anxiety, and I'm just like, I want to dip out and
I'm gonna have to start drinking kava before I go to Walmart.
Tribe knows me. Tribe knows me. He's been trying to drag me out. I'm the same way as him. But when I go out, I have to either drink or be smoking nonstop.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
the same thing with him. He's
Yeah.
got to drink his kava so he can. So he's not out there tweaking in his
yeah,
brain.
yeah. No, I get it. I'm the
yeah,
same way, bro.
I do drink it when I go to Walmart. If I'm gonna be at Walmart for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in and out at Walmart.
Social anxiety is a real fucking thing, guys.
But yeah,
Bubba just hit 800 days sober. How many
Dude,
years
that's
is that?
crazy.
3.
Yeah, almost 3
almost
years.
3 years.
Almost 3 years.
365 is a year. So
So he's 2 years and some change.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. That's
congrats.
solid.
Keep it up. It's not hard for a lot of people. But if you have that,
Last year.
you have that mindset in, if that's what you want, you could accomplish it.
Exactly.
It helped me out, and also, family wise, and just on my health journey. I'm trying to better my health. It financially.
That's why I keep trying to quit financially. I can't
Yeah.
afford all the alcohol or bar.
Oh, like Friday night or so, $300-400 just dropping it at
Yep.
the bar.
Yeah,
Yep.
I see that all the time bartending. And
That's
I'm
why I
just
don't
like-
go to the
I'm just
bars
like,
because I would be out
holy
of
shit.
out of pocket.
Yeah. And you could tell, Micah, me and Hill would buy drinks for everyone, and
Yeah, have a
Hill
good time,
and
yeah.
Tribe bought all mine and Maddie's drinks that night
Oh,
because
shit.
I was not gonna buy a drink.
Damn, spoiled over here.
but yeah,
They're family, bro. They are family. I got barbecuing for them when they come next week.
Damn, of course I'm not here.
but alcohol is expensive, especially like going to the lake or so.
Well, Sonny ran up. I shouldn't even say this on fucking live, but I will because he says it all the time. That one Phil guy out there with, it was like 5 of them or whatever. He was buying all their drinks. It was like $500, $600 tab.
Who was it?
That Phil, the guy that was with Sonny and Straight.
Oh, really?
But yeah, he was buying them all drinks, and so he kept going up.
Damn. But yeah, alcohol is expensive. Again, I would have to get a few 6-packs or so when I'd go swimming.
Yeah.
And that was daily. So.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Nah, I don't drink liquor every day like I used to. Now I'm down to beer like 2-3 times a week. But yeah, after work I go get beer. Stripe. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I always feel like I need it though, because I'm sitting in the studio, but Maddie and everyone always tells me that's just an excuse. Just need I celebrating this. Oh, now I feel bad for this. I need a drink. Oh, now I'm getting in the studio. Time for a drink.
Right. But it's. I'm not saying it's all bad and stuff, but
It is.
Moderation is key in anything.
Oh yes.
I can't eat a bowl or a pack of cereal every fucking day. Like a box of cereal, it probably isn't going to be very good for me.
And that same with me. I have my cheat days.
Yeah.
And it's just like
Speaking of that, what are we at now, Tribe? How many pounds have we lost?
uh
70.
almost like 60s, almost hitting that 70 mark.
Woo!
That's
So you got over the plateau.
crazy.
Little bit. It's kind of up and down, roller coaster.
Yeah.
But yeah,
17 pounds for a week.
yeah,
What's Hill at?
he'll 17 pounds in 3 weeks.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Y'all are putting on.
Getting it done.
You know, when I had that little cheat day, I want to just keep eating and eating and eating, but it's like, no, I gotta
Oh,
stop.
you said it was basically not even a cheat day. You weren't even eating fucking.
Oh no! Last week I had a cheat day. Like,
Oh,
He's like, I had
well,
a
that
cheat day.
that makes sense. You kind of had to. That was needed.
it was like a cheat week, and I just wanted to keep going. And
Well, that's good. You didn't allow yourself.
what's that?
That's good. You didn't allow yourself. Next week we're gonna have some seasoned chicken,
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
some healthy food.
yeah. Because I'm Kurt is my inspiration. I want to get that 6-pack. Be able to run up and down the street.
Run up and down the street with your pecs popping, baby. Sweat dripping off your body, looking like oil.
Shit. Well, it takes work. Definitely. I mean, I got to eat right. People think that it just like, I don't know. It takes some work. I've never worked so hard for a 6-pack in my life. And that's like, I'm good.
I think that's out the window for me,
Yeah,
guys. I
yeah,
think it's out the
no.
window for me.
It's definitely, diet's important.
But with me, I have like this. I call it my cooler. It's storing all the 6-packs and
Right. Storing
yeah,
your 6-pack for later when you need to bring it out.
Hell yeah.
so yeah.
Hell yeah.
When you go swimming and you need a 6-pack.
Yeah,
We're good.
it's
Fuck. Well, I think we're gonna start rapping. Is this a good time, Tribe?
you're running the show, so
Do we have any last thoughts before we start wrapping this up?
Oh, Danielle wanted to hear Addicted.
Oh yeah, I'll play it. I'll play it as we're ending the show. I'll play Addicted.
Big bet.
Well, Kirk, do you have any shout outs that you want to give? And you need to say your name and where people can find you.
Okay, Idiosyncrasy. I'm on all major platforms. I'll share some links on the page so you guys have my links. I'll be dropping. I'm not sure when I'm going to be dropping Addicted, but it'll be coming soon. I'm working on a music video and everything. Things are coming along. So shout out to Sam. Sam, we're going to Rapping the Rivers. It sounds like so. You can
I
be my
got the
plus
tickets
one.
right here.
You can be my plus one. And then we'll share some more tickets and get that shit popping. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. My shout outs today is for motherfucking Tribe for actually making it. That's just far as fucking. Now we got this new avenue that we can use and start calling in some of our guests. Shout out to Madison. She's holding it down with the kids, making sure everything's working smoothly out there. So we didn't have a loud show today.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Hill holding it down at home, letting Tribe join us for a little bit. He sent me our sponsors, or I'll just let Tribe do it because he knows it. And yeah, shouts out to Tribe and Fred, of course.
Hell yeah. Yep.
shout out to all you listeners, viewers, everyone tuned in, chatting, just keeping this chat alive. Bubba, hold on. Say bye.
Bye, cutie. Bye.
But Bubba, Sam, Danielle, that's in the chat. Everyone in the chat are supporters.
For real.
Shout out to all you. Shout out to our sponsorship, Hensel Law, Dr. Michael Uphughes, Prince Lockett Studio for allowing us to home house us right now.
Right.
As we find a spot, shout out to Hill, shout out to Micah holding it down. Me, I was just gonna say cancel the show today, but he wanted to do it, so
Hell yeah, it worked out.
for coming in, stopping through, letting us steal some of his time.
Yeah, always a pleasure. I appreciate it.
And
for
you're
sure.
welcome at any time you're in town.
Hell yeah. Well,
We got to fill up these guest slots.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Start Patreon is what Sebastian Weaver says, I will look into it because I'm not going to ask Tribe or Fred too. They got a lot of shit on their plates. I'm already supposed to be doing more. So I will look into that.
Patreon. What's that?
It's like a subscription service so your real fans can.
Like Discord or something?
It's it's like Fansly.
Okay.
So like your fans can pay a $5 membership
Like
fee and get
OnlyFans?
that. Well, kind of. I mean, they pay a $5 subscription fee a month, basically,
Okay.
and then they get the unreleased content stuff.
Those are,
Yeah, that's what they're talking about. Patreon.
Yeah,
Patreon's awesome.
yeah. So I will look into that, or I might have my little homie that's coming next week look into it for me.
Oh,
Tribe
yeah.
son.
Hell yeah.
We'll figure something out, get something going. Bunny XO is probably the biggest person who has it. That's Jelly Roll's
Yeah,
wife.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh fuck yeah. All right, well, we're gonna get this wrapped up. Tribe, was there anything else you wanted to say?
No, just again, share, spread the word. Invite your friends to Justice League podcast show. You know, we can't get big without you guys helping us. We could only do so much as an individual, but as this grows,
This
you guys,
is a child that takes a whole village to raise a child.
yes, and when we eat, we all eat.
Big facts. Everybody gets brought up. This is for the whole state.
And always stay humble. So
Like,
Hell yeah.
And then
like,
I'm
subscribe.
Like and subscribe, Hill says. So
Hell
make
yeah.
sure y'all do that because if we don't listen to Hill, she's beating ass. We
No.
will see y'all next week. This has been the Justice League podcast show with my guest today, Idiosyncrasy, and of course, Tribe in the building and Prince Lockett. We will see you guys next weekend, Saturday at noon. Au revoir.
Hopefully, I'll be there in studio.
Yep,
Big
Tribe
guy.
will be here because he's got to eat some fucking chicken since I missed
Yeah.
last.
Hey,
Yep. Again, thank you, Idio, for coming in.
appreciate it, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Yep.
All right, au revoir.